We spend millions of collective hours watching society collapse on screen. We memorize the lore, analyze the gear, and play out the exact steps we'd take to outlast an outbreak. We love the idea that we would be the one person left standing. But the behaviors that keep you on the edge of your seat are often the exact moves guaranteeing your death in a real-world scenario. Lighting a flare creates a cinematic moment, but it also marks you as a massive target. We're going to follow a typical protagonist's journey through the end of the world, stripping away the Hollywood magic to expose the logistical reality of a total societal reset. If you treat a horror movie as a survival guide, your reliance on these fictional tropes will ensure you don't survive day one. In the cinematic version of an outbreak, the hero wakes up to find London eerily silent, clean, and perfectly peaceful. It's a haunting image designed to make the audience feel the isolation. The collapse of a major city is a deafening symphony of car alarms, gunfire, and mass panic. Millions of people attempting to flee simultaneously will instantly choke the infrastructure. Every road and highway becomes an inescapable trap of abandoned and crashed cars, rather than an empty path to safety. Once the hero finds their bearings, they typically loot a fully stocked grocery store, wandering through aisles of canned goods weeks after the world ended. This concept ignores the immediate reality of panic buying. Even a minor disruption to the supply chain strips shelves bare within hours. In a true crisis, retail spaces are stripped to the bone. The supermarket becomes a hyper-violent battleground where the last calories cost you your life. The immediate urban environment is a lethal, resource-stripped trap for anyone caught inside. Desperate for help, movie survivors frequently climb to an exposed rooftop and light a massive beacon or signal fire. A bright light broadcasts your exact location and resource wealth to every hostile person in a multi-mile radius. It is a 4-step guide to being found by predators. That commotion often leads to the discovery of a radio broadcast, promising a heavily armed military sanctuary and a cure for the infection. This promise of security exploits human desperation for a return to civil order. It is a psychological trap designed to lure survivors out of hiding. The warning signs are consistent. The communication is strictly one way. The coordinates direct you to an isolated location, and the promise of a cure is impossibly perfect. When an armed group holds a monopoly on food and power, their objective is control. They dictate rules to a vulnerable population. The goal shifts from rescue to subjugation. These factions attempt to rebuild society in their own image, using force to repopulate. Following these rescue protocols trades your greatest survival asset, invisibility, for a direct walk into a cage. These cinematic survival mistakes all ignore one central truth about the end of the world. The initial disaster, the virus or the outbreak, serves as a catalyst for collapse. The long-term danger comes from what emerges afterward. When the thin layer of civilization, laws, and social consequences is peeled away, the primal fear of monsters fades into the background. The primary conflict becomes the grueling logistical reality of navigating a world driven by raw, calculated desperation. The most terrifying predators on Earth are human beings who see a systemic collapse as an opportunity to build a new world order through violence. When every rule and consequences vanishes forever, how do you ever truly decide who is a friend and who is the real monster?